Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another reaction. Finally, I'm doing Lord of the Lost with their song Priest, but I actually listened to The Heartbeat of the Devil, their new single, and I did a reaction to it, and freaking my audio did not record. It kind of glitched up and had some issue that I didn't recognize until I recorded 5 different reactions. And I really, really enjoyed the music on that album. I had my kind of criticisms of the visuals. Then I saw in the credits they call themselves the world's first cringe band. So it's like a really interesting mix of things. I'm just going to go into it with this guy and see what it's all about because I want to check out more from this band. Let's see it and let's see what Priest is all about.
From a million drying lakes, I have cried the tears of none. Empty shivers call.
This is very different from what I've heard the first song, The Heartbeat of the Devil. Wow. This is a little bit this is very different. I'm really enjoying this kind of tribal beat that they're building upon and kind of creating this mood. In the music video, visual style, everything is very different from what I've heard there. There, it's like it seemed almost like I thought it was a little over the top and forced and kind of gimmicky. Not to realize kind of it almost seemed to be almost a self-aware thing that they were doing with their visual style. It reminded me a lot of Aesthetic Perfection. It reminded me of some Rammstein. A lot of Paradise Lost with their album. What's that album? It's like a black cover with a snake. It reminded me a lot of that in their style, in their vocal style. I love his vocals, by the way.
For my time far undone, I assume that there is no one that can find my peace of mind. They assume that I am guilty, but guilt I see none. Invidious to the core, I betrayed to be the savior in times to come and times of yore. The fallen traitor hiding when all is said and done. The crown deserves its right king in the shadow of the sun.
He's very theatrical. I like that about him. Like, it reminds me of Nergal from Behemoth. And it has this kind of a flamboyancy to their style. I think it fits very, very, very well. I just love overall the combination. Here, I have even no problems with the music video, where the other one was like, the music videos are okay. I think the music video is actually quite well done here. The lyrics are very nice, kind of impactful. This is great, actually. This is really, really good. See, this song reminds me a lot more of Rammstein than it does Paradise Lost, whereas the other song reminded me more of Paradise Lost. And you can see the inspirations, but it's not a copycat. It's an evolution or a kind of a different combination of elements, which is really cool. At first, I thought their aesthetic was, like I said, was very kind of tacked on and tacky, and I still can't tell if it's self-aware on purpose or is just a self-expression of who they are. Because it's hard to judge a person. A conversation with a person is not enough to understand who they really are. You'd have to really be involved in their life to understand them who they really are. But it's hard to tell from a music video. I just tend to express my first thoughts and expressions. But there's just so much going on visually with their style. The music video is quite simple. It doesn't really tell a full story, which I would have liked because I feel like the lyrics would accommodate that very well. It doesn't really tell a full story, but the lyrics, it almost seems like the idea that I have nothing to be sinful or guilty for, because almost like if I am created by God, then I'm in God's image kind of thing, that kind of thing going on, or I'm just being a human being. There's nothing for me to be apologizing for. This is who I am. Yeah, that was really, really cool. I like this way more than the latest single. I think this is just because I thought the other song was a little bit on the simplistic side. I really like the change-ups in this song and just the heaviness to it that they have as well. Again, I don't know why they call themselves the world's first cringe metal band. I don't know what they really mean by that. Maybe one of you guys can specify what they meant by that. But yeah, that's it. Maybe what you guys can specify where they came out of with that and why they call themselves that. The whole upside down cross, obviously, that's the slight satanic imagery that they had in the other single and this one. I've kind of said in the previous reaction that didn't get released because of me messing it up. I've said the whole idea of Satanism to me is as silly as organized religion. If you're gonna believe in some dude in the sky, why can't you believe in believing in? I mean, if you find it silly to believe it's some dude in the sky, well, how is it not silly to believe in some horned dude below? They're both equally silly to me. I wouldn't call myself an atheist. I perhaps, I don't know, spiritual, whatever you want to call it, but definitely not this whole idea of some specific figure in different places and even in protest. I know, like, at first Satanism was kind of created in protest to the idea of religion and more of like free thought, or almost like for the intellectuals. I'm just not for it. I think it's equally cringy and silly, and I don't even give a shit about black metal bands, how they so far take it too far with their lyrics. Like, I like what Behemoth with Nurgle does. It's almost like he just likes exploring the occult. I don't think he's Satanist, like a Satanist or something like that, despite the fact every Polish news outlet called him a Satanist. Yeah, I never follow any of that. I've listened to bands that were anti-Semitic. I'm like, well, the music is good, whatever. It doesn't really bother me. I'm not very soft about those kinds of issues. With that being said, I want to hear from you guys and how you feel about their music videos, their visual style, kind of all the elements that this band puts forth. I would love to hear from you, and make sure to enjoy the rest of your day If you have requests, guys, make sure to put them down below in the comments, and keep it metal.